So today I'm filming a video for my communication class on internet or world global censorship. So what is the Oxford Dictionary for censorship? So the dictionary's definition is the suppression or prohibition of any parts of books, films, news that are considered obscene, politically unacceptable, or a threat to security. For us, we're going to focus primarily on the idea of politically unacceptable and a threat to security, either in our home front or globally. So this image is top sites blocked on Google searches in China, actually. So as you can see, Tibet is a big topic that is blocked over in the internet Google searches in China. That being, they don't want people to understand Tibet. They don't want it to resonate, and they also do not want to have a civil dispute. China has always been, as described on these three journals I will tell you about later, to been always a place where internet and censorship are hand in hand. They have always blocked certain things. The Harvard Law School's article on internet filtering describes this. The things they can block are these. Just look at the top three choices. They have Tibet, Taiwan, China, equality, democracy. Democracy is because China is itself a communist country. They don't want to spread the idea of democracy, so they block as much as possible information about democracy. They want to promote the idea that communism is a working system. They don't want their students and their new generation, whom today you see, to have a civil uprising. Now that we have identified some of China's identities in internet censorship, let's talk about other people, other countries, other places in the world because we're a global citizen. So this is a map key. This map key is something that we'll use to describe all the other parts of this video. Pay attention to it because I will use it, I'll refer back to it. So let's talk about the other side, the opposite spectrum of censorship. You have the continent of North America, even though somehow Greenland has floated towards the continent of North America. But as you can see, the continent of North America is very open. There's not much dark coloration, so except for in Cuba, which Cuba restricts torrents, pornography, social media, and also political media, which is expected. So in contrast, you can see the continent of Asia. The continent of Asia is exceptionally gray. There's gray yellow, there's gray everything. Every single color in the key, the legend is here. You can see that 16 countries restrict torrents, 4 countries restrict pornography, torrents, and political media, which are Cambodia, Indonesia, Jordan, Kuwait. 2 countries which restrict torrents and political media. Torrents, pornography, political media, social media. There are 23 countries restrict those, and China is one of those. So they restrict those big 4. And then countries with no access to torrents, North Korea, Taiwan. Political media is North Korea. So not only is China there, they are one of the biggest blockers. So in America, we had our own problem with censorship in 2012. It was called Stop Online Privacy Act, or for short, SOPA. This act was almost passed by the government when they wanted to limit and ban torrenting. So sites that had torrenting, they wanted to censor them or blacklist them. This bill was defeated because there was an internet blackout. There are a bunch of organizations that came about to defend the integrity of having an open online space, since the internet is an open source. Now that we have come towards the end of the video, I would like to thank Harvard Law for their academic journal called Internet Filtering in China. It was made in 2003. It provided me an insight and a graphic representation of the Google searches of blocks in China, and also information on how China goes about blocking their systems. I would also like to thank f.org. That's the website that provided me information on SOPA, which is a big problem that we faced in 2012. Many people, including myself, believed that SOPA was not a great idea because it provided a blockade, and with one inch, many people would try to get a foot, a yard. So that's why I believe that it should not have been enforced, which did not pass. And finally, I'd like to thank lifehack.org. That website gave me all these you know, graphical identities for the continents and the global representation of censorship. The positive negativities of censorship is just the fact that it's everywhere. Censorship is everywhere. It's just some places are more strict on censorship and some places are less. So I'd like to thank you for watching this video, and